up, peeps? I wanted to revisit this term incapacity. You know, I've been talking about this term a lot with people on the phone about this term. You know, my little circle that I talk to on a regular basis. And I wanted to kind of reiterate about something, basically point out something, because I know I always previously in my video, my last video about where they get their power, where does their power come from? That video, if you haven't seen that video, please go back and watch that video. Then you can get full context of what I'm talking about. You probably will anyway. But if you're looking up the term incapacity, I'm looking at it with in Black's Law Dictionary 1933 edition, which is the 3rd edition. And I'm also using the 2009 edition, which is the 9th edition. So after reading it, reading it, understand what I don't want y'all to think it only applies to people who are presumed dead, okay? Because it doesn't just apply to people who are presumed dead, okay? It's not necessarily applying to just somebody that's presumed dead. It's really, actually, you're in that state when you come from your mother's womb. At that particular point, that's when you are in that state of incapacity, because it says one of capacity. Want of power, say want of power or ability to take or dispose. Want of legal ability to act. You don't have the legal ability to act. You know, as a baby, you're fresh out of the womb. You can't comprehend business. You're not at the mature. You're not able to contract right now. You don't know anything right now. You're fresh. You're new in the world, so you're vulnerable to this world. So you need someone to act on your behalf. To basically remember parents padre. You know, it's like that's when the state pretty much assumes authority over you. When they do that, the power of attorney is actually what gives. That's actually how they have to do that in order to basically to do business with your name, your information, your straw man, your social security number, all that stuff. They can't do business with that entity unless they have power of attorney to do so. Just imagine if your father or your mother, they apply for you to, as a little boy, little girl, applying for you, for school, for karate classes or sports or, government assistance of some sort, and you put in an application. They put in an application, and then they put in your social security number, your name, and a birthday, stuff like that. In order to process that application, they have to have power of attorney in order to be able to use that information. So they can't just use your information without some type of documentation that gives them authority to do so. And as you see in the if you go back and look at that I'm gonna show you real quick, just briefly, what I was showing y'all in the video right here at the bottom down here, saying that an administrator has no right until letters are issued to him. So he has to have, and we're talking about the letters of administration. Letters testamentaries is for someone who actually passed away. Letters of administration, those give him authority to actually to operate. That's how they get their power of attorney put in place, so they can actually administer your estate on your behalf while you're in that state of incapacity. So make sure that y'all understand that we are all in that state. When we come into this world, you're in that state. That is your status at that point when you first come into this world. And so it's not limited to you just missing, because it is that, but it's not just that. So so y'all understand that we all come into this world in that status because we're vulnerable. Mothers and fathers are like that too, because they don't even know that it happened to them when they were babies too. When they came into this world, it was a power of attorney put in place to administer their estate as well too. And they never revoked the power of attorney. They never took control of their own stuff. So they continue this same process from generation to generation. And it's up to you to revoke that power of attorney so that you can take control of your own stuff. But I just wanted to kind of make this video so that y'all can understand that the state of incapacity is not just presumption of death. Presumption of death that's why I showed y'all. Y'all saw that for yourself. And it's let's see. Let me see if I could show the other part on the 2009 version, incapacity. And it said, you know, it's going to basically back up what I'm saying. I showed this in the last video, but I'm going to show it again just because I'm talking about it. Okay. Incapacity. I'm going to make it bigger so y'all can see it. A lot easier. Incapacity right here. Say the lack of a physical or mental capabilities. That is us when we come into this world. Right up here at the top. We don't have the physical or mental capability. That was our status when we came here. Lack of ability to have certain legal consequences, you know, attached to one's actions. That's us when we come into this world. Babies, when you come into this world, and you don't have to wait. It's not limited. It don't start at the age of 7, you know, or 4 here in Georgia with the presumption of death. You come into this world in this state. So you come into this world. It doesn't start at no 7 years or no 4 years. You come fresh out the womb in this state. This is actually how we all come here. Okay, for example, a 5-year-old has an incapacity to make a binding contract. Disability. Okay, incompetency. But then as we get older, and we continue to you know, we reach the age of majority, 18, old, sometimes 21 in some states. We still have this. We still have this status because we never revoked it. We don't know the law. We're ignorant to the law. We just don't know what to do. We're never taught none of this stuff. We're never taught any of this stuff. So this is why most of our lives we walk out through our entire lives in this state right here, incompetency. Until we learn the law and what we need to do to take control of our lives, we walk out our lives in that state, and then we complain about what it is that they're doing to us because of our own ignorance. You know, once we learn what we need to do to take control of our own lives, you surpass that state. You understand what they're doing, and that's what we're doing now. We're learning this stuff as we go. You know, and I never knew that this is what we're supposed to do. As far as, you know, this is why they put that power of attorney in effect. It was so, you know, it was supposed to be originally to look out for you as a baby, but of course it's a money thing as well. So people are going to use this. They're going to abuse that authority if they can do it any damn way, and that's exactly what they do. Because it doesn't really give any public official or any agent authority to railroad you because they have power of attorney to do so. Because a power of attorney is created to protect you and to move and to operate on your behalf and in your best interest, not so they can railroad you and enrich themselves and be mainly focused on making money for the state and for themselves and securing their pension and all this stuff that they do. So I ain't here to rant. I'm not here to rant about them. I'm only talking about us and what we need to do as far as understanding the law and understanding how this stuff started and what we need to do to get, you know, to fix it. So understanding more about the topic of incapacity and knowing what to do to get rid of it. So if y'all haven't seen that video I posted earlier today, where does their power come from? If I said it, I think that's what I named it. Go back and watch that video. I think it's mind blowing. Y'all really need to check that out. And feel free to share these videos. Share the video with a friend. Somebody you know needs to see that. So share it far and wide. And if you hadn't liked and subscribed, go ahead and do so now. And I'll see y'all in the next video. EmRôs signing out.